So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare and welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. So I have gotten my teammates all up to level 10, so we will be able to continue our journey now. So Chikorita shouldn't have much more to go before it is ready to evolve, so that will help a lot with a stat boost, and we also have a few different Pokemon to help us along too. So these have replenished. Let's grab our apricorns on the way out. I might be going back for some of these in my own time between episodes. As that way, like, I'm not going to collect the pink one on stream for this, but I will probably go back in my own time, provided I'm still capable of doing so for some of these to gather the items. So if you're ever wondering in the future why I wind up with so many, that's what I'm doing. I'm treating it as like a daily. A Pokemon can use its moves as long as the moves still have power points. When a move has no power point remaining, that Pokemon cannot use that move. And you need to take it to the Pokemon Center. Okay, they say the same thing, but you two are done battling. I just lost, so I'm trying to find more Pokemon. Wait, you look weak. Come on, let's battle. What about me looks weak? I'm literally carrying around a rare Pokemon. Now we get our first standard trainer battle, and it's with a kid and his rat. It's a normal type, so we won't be able to do any piercing damage on it. What's it called? Stab. There we go. I know Pokemon terminology. AKA when we do more damage because of the tic-tac-toe type matchup. Hey, can I get your number? I'll ring you up to battle. Okay, so this is another reason for your Pokegear, is that certain trainers will occasionally call you for things like a rematch. Now, there's only going to be a couple of trainers I actually give my number to, and that is because they will eventually find things like evolution stones. I do not believe that this kid is one of them. There is a trainer around here, I think, that will eventually give me their number, but this kid isn't one that will benefit us in the future, so no. Oh, alright, but I won't lose to you again. I think if we talk to him again, we can get a chance for us, to get the number. So if you're indecisive, you can always come back. You only have a maximum slot in your Pokegear as well, or at least you did in the old version. So you do have to be a little frugal with who you choose. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Then you have to battle. It's the law. Not really, but they sure treat it as such. And he has Pidgey, which I'm technically weak against, but it's level 2, so it doesn't matter. And he also has a Rattata. Nothing a little foliage can't fix. That's strange, I won before. Well, I guess we know what answers that question. Becoming a good trainer is really tough. I'm gonna battle other people in order to get better. Trainer tips. No stealing other people's Pokemon. Pokeballs are to be thrown only at wild Pokemon, unless you're in Pokemon Coliseum or XD, and that's because we make an exception. I'm not a trainer, but if you look one in the eyes, prepare for battle. Okay, so this kid is probably gonna be a bug catcher based on his design. So let's preemptively... Okay, so I should preemptively get in a fight, I guess. Bring out Hoot. Instead of a bug Pokemon, I found a trainer. Technically, kid, I found you. But get your done. Only level 3, so we can just peck. I probably slightly over-leveled, but that's only because I like to go a little further in these videos. They might have also adjusted the levels in HeartGold compared to base gold. Ah, you're too strong. So most of my head knowledge is going to be based off the base game. Because I've played HeartGold before, but not as much as traditional Gold and Crystal. I ran out of Pokeballs while I was catching Pokemon. I should have bought some more. Now there is a Pokemon I think that appears in this zone. I might be coming back for it later in this episode, because it is a nighttime Pokemon. You can actually tell that it's starting to get a little bit darker in the game. It's starting to get a golden hue to everything, and that's because of the time of day. It's 4 p.m. Dark Cave. If a Pokemon could light it up, I'd explore it. Hint, hint. Get a potion. So let's head inside really quick. No, I don't need to see the sign. I want to go in. I like the little arts they give us here. So we can kind of see. We can see way more than we could in Gold version. There should be a Johto... I can hear water running. There should be a Johto exclusive in here, but I probably can't get to it until it's further in. This cave actually connects some other stuff together, but as you can see, we have such limited visibility. There should be one other thing I want to run into in here, though. Hello? Normally you guys come from my blood. Where are you? Maybe cave encounters are a bit more limited. Yeah, see these right here? These rocks? I mean, technically, but that's not who I was looking for. Yeah, these rocks are what we need to get rid of in order to go further or be able to cross the water. It's a rugged rock, but a Pokemon may be able to smash it, but we don't have the ability to do that yet. So if there's another spot here... Ooh, there's an item here. Just a potion. Yeah, I won't spend too much time in here, I guess, but there was another Pokemon I wanted to encounter that should be way more prevalent. Maybe they changed it to only be at night, too. It's super common, too, so... Huh? I walked too far today looking for Pokemon. My feet hurt and I'm sleepy. If I were a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. It's an apricorn tree! It's a black apricorn. I know I say it differently every single time. It's a fictional term. I can say it how I want. Get a Pokeball. I caught a bunch of Pokemon. Let me battle with you. This one might be one of the trainers. Wade. Caterpie fainted. Just a Caterpie, no big deal. Like I said, this guy's a bug catcher, so I'm just gonna breeze through everything he throws out. But as you can see, it doesn't give us the option to switch our Pokemon, more similar to competitive. So think of it like a slightly harder difficulty. I know it doesn't seem like much right now, but trust the process. Aww. Yeah, okay, I guess youngster Joey was one you could technically give your number to, but he occasionally rewards you with HP ups, which I really do not care about, so yeah, these guys I don't need their number. You're awesome, I like you. I look for Pokemon here every day. When I'm in the tall grass, I find all kinds of berries. If you'd like, I'll share some. Could I get your phone number? I guess he gives us berries. Yeah, okay, they made it a little bit more clear that some of these give you stuff. So you know what, I'll take his offer because I could use some berries. I think all the trees here are apricots. You'll hear from me as soon as I find anything you might like. Of course, now our LP is going to constantly get interrupted for berries. Okay, anything in here? I know there's bell sprouts. I don't know if there's anything unique. Man, I can't take out or anything. What the heck? I found a good Pokemon in Dark Cave. I'm gonna raise it to take on Falkner. He's the leader of Violet City's gym. West to Violet City. Oh, hello. Jump scared me there. I knew it was you. How did you get past me? Here's something neat for surprising me. You obtained the Versus Recorder. This is probably for rematches. You put the Versus Recorder in the key items pocket. The Versus Recorder can record your Pokemon battles. I have to go now. I won't let you pass me again. Let's go, Meryl. Of course, when the trainers actually call you, and a lot of times they'll call you and won't have anything, but the few times they do, you will have to return to them every single time. You must be an adventuring trainer. Did you challenge the gym yet? No, I literally just got here. We care about the traditional buildings around here. That's why even the Pokemon in the Pokemon Center are painted a bit somberly to blend in. Yeah, these are the old traditional stone lanterns, since the Johto region is based on the old capital of Kyoto. Especially a later city much further in. Shared the berry, shared the berry. Yeah, yeah, I trade berry for a shard. If you bring me some shards, I will give 3 berries, yeah? I don't know if that's a good deal. I don't remember how good shards are in this game. There have been reports of Ghost-type Pokemon appearing in Sprout Tower. They say Normal-type Pokemon moves have no effect on them. That is true, unless you first use... Oh, I don't have it on Hoodooed anymore, because I'm dumb. Foresight. Enables a user to hit a ghost type with any type of move, so it could also be like fighting in normal, which don't normally hit. It also enables the user to hit an evasive foe, so it can also bypass evasive moves. Oops. But it also lets us punch ghosts. Seeing as it's probably going to be Ghastly and Chikorita is not going to be very effective. Ah, I should have kept it on Hoothoot too, because then I could use Peck. I should have got rid of Growl. I was thinking more about the gym. I collect Pokemon. Do you have Bellsprout? Want to trade it for my Onix? I do not have Bellsprout. Don't want to trade? Aw. Although I could keep Onix in reserve, especially since it's a traded Pokemon. It would grow faster, although in order for me to actually get the Steelix for me to use in this playthrough, I'm technically going to be coding those in manually, so it wouldn't keep the EXP boost anyway. A Pokemon you get in a trade grows quickly. It gets extra experience. But if you don't have the right gym badge, it may disobey you. This is why this is here. It's teaching you that that Onix has a good type advantage for the gym that's going to be here, because Rock is good against flying. The problem with that being is that since we don't have any gym badges, the moment it goes over level 10, it gets a sort of invisible status ailment that causes it to disobey us until we get the proper gym badges that say, oh, Pokemon up to this level will always obey you. It keeps people from trading in high-level Pokemon to breeze through the game. Violet City, the city of nostalgic scents. Here's one of those breakable rocks. Hey, you're a Pokemon trainer? If you beat the gym leader here, you'll be ready for prime time. What, like TV? Falkner from the Violet City Pokemon Gym is a fine trainer. He inherited his father's gym and has done a great job with it. Pokemon School. Earl will show you all there is to Pokemon. So this is sort of like a beginner spot if there's still stuff you're unsure about. Pokemon have what are called abilities. It seems that each kind of Pokemon has distinct abilities. They say these abilities come in handy in battle. Okay, so she is talking about... So I didn't discuss this yet, but if you go to this page, you'll see the ability Keen Eye on Hoot prevents the Pokemon from losing accuracy. Now there's a handful of abilities each Pokemon can have, and they will oftentimes be different. Ability Overgrow powers up grass-type Pokemon in a pinch, so a different Hoot could have a different ability. For example, there's only a handful that they can have, usually only 1 or 2, but it can make a difference in your battle style for what you play these Pokemon as. And Run Away from Setrant enables a getaway from wild Pokemon. Guarantees escape. Also, as you can see with my stats, I didn't point it out last time with Chikorita because Chikorita is neutral for its docile nature in how it grows. But with my other Pokemon, I'll just pick it on the right dang stat page. There we go. Yeah, with Setrant, you can see that it has red special attack and blue speed if you squint. It's kind of hard to see, but if you squint, you can sort of see it. That means the red special attack is boosted and the blue speed is decreased. So I'm going to have a higher special attack and a lower speed, which is kind of not great for Setrant. We might get a different Setrant, we'll see. Whereas Hoot has increased attack, which is good, and decreased defense, which, Hoot's kind of a glass cannon anyway. I'd rather lose that stat than something like special attack. Hey you, I know it's a little sudden, but would you like to join a group? If you join a group, you can compete or cooperate with fellow members. It's a lot of fun. Want to join? What do you mean make a group? When you form or join a new group, be sure to visit any union room. Mix your records with group members and you'll become integrated. When you're in the same group, events can happen simultaneously. It makes things a lot more fun to play in a group. I think this is if you have friends and you want to sync up with them. Anyone can make a new group, and anyone can join. I hope you recruit lots of friends so everyone can have fun. I'm not going to do that right now because I think it's part of the multiplayer, and yeah, DS Online is dead. Although there are some fans attempting to bring it back. And that's too bad, specifically for Pokemon games, for things like trades. You run a client on the PC side. Huh? This Pokemon I just got is holding something. Yep, you can give them a held item when trading, and sometimes that held item causes them to evolve. I'm taking notes of the teacher's lecture. I'd better copy the stuff in the blackboard, too. It's this kid's notebook. Catch Pokemon using Pokeballs. Up to 6 can be in your party. Keep reading? Before throwing a Pokeball, weaken the target first. A poisoned or burned Pokemon is easier to catch. Keep reading? Yes, as are other status ailments. I think some status ailments raise them higher than others, so I think like sleep, for example, raises it higher than, say, paralysis. But it also comes with the downside that sleep is not a permanent status effect. They'll wake up in 2 to 5 turns, whereas paralysis is permanent. So that's the trade-off. Some moves may cause confusion. Confusion may make a Pokemon attack itself. Why are you hitting yourself? Leaving battles clears up any confusion. People who catch and use Pokemon in battle are called Pokemon trainers. They're expected to visit Pokemon gyms and defeat other trainers, only if they're doing the gym challenge. The next page is blank, because you're reading the guy's notebook. Hey, I haven't written anymore. You're just thumbing through his book right in front of him. His own journal. Some berries can restore a Pokemon's health. Many other items can be held by Pokemon. It sure is tough taking notes. Anything else? The blackboard explains Pokemon status changes in battle. Most are pretty much the same thing for the most part, so like paralysis, sleep, frozen. They largely are just moves that make it so you can't take a turn, whereas poison and burn make it so that you lose HP every turn. There's also 2 types of poison. There's poison and badly poisoned. Badly poisoned is either rare or only caused by certain moves, and it decreases the HP you lose even more. So, lose HP, also lower attack. I think poison also lowers, like, maybe defense or something. I don't quite remember. Paralysis, I'm not competitive, can you tell? Paralysis, I think it has a 30% chance of preventing you from taking a turn, and it lasts the entire battle and beyond, so you have to get it healed. Sleep knocks your Pokemon out for taking any turns for about 2 to 5 moves. Same goes with Frozen. Although Sleep has some different waking conditions that you can use, so certain moves can wake a Pokemon up, Frozen, you're just kind of stuck. Although I do think there is some fire moves now in current gens that you can use to defrost the Pokemon beside you. How about the bookshelf? Anything over here? It's chock full of Pokemon books and photo collections. Okay, yes, but no. Pokemon magazines, Pokemon Pal, Pokemon Handbook, Adorable Pokemon. Yeah, with mail you can technically, with your trade, send it to anyone, but they also censored it, so you can only use certain words when making a message. And so it comes off as very stiff and unnatural, but they did that specifically because, you know, kids plus internet. Hey, you're a Pokemon trainer? If you beat the gym leader here, you'll be ready for prime time. Oh, I already talked to you. Mr. Primetime. In this little lake, I don't believe used to be here like this. Do you know that Pokegear allows you to put marks and memos on its map? I'd love to have one of those Pokegears, but my mom won't let me. Sprout Tower. Experience the way of Pokemon to cast aside your doubts. So this is an old temple. Ooh. Game had a little moment there. A Bellsprout over 100 feet tall. People say it became the metal pillar here. See the pillar shaking? People are training upstairs. Actually, these big pillars in the center of these Japanese temples are a very real thing. They are helping to make the temple more grounded and also makes them a tad more earthquake-proof. The temple itself, the center beam is swaying back and forth on purpose to stabilize the tall building. It's actually kind of a really cool ancient technology. Modern buildings do this as well. I'm just saving because of the little graphical glitch that went off, just in case. Modern skyscrapers and stuff do this as well, where they very imperceptibly are slightly swaying back and forth, and that actually makes the materials more flexible and more likely to make the building earthquake-proof. Sprout Tower was built a long time ago as a place for Pokemon training. Only those who reach the top will receive a wonderful move. And yeah, this is necessary, so. And we can find Pokemon in here. We found a rat! There's a rat in the temple! Although, almost every person in this temple is gonna have the same Pokemon. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. Sage and Eco. And that Pokemon's gonna be Bellsprout! Which means it's a great place to train Hoothoot. But yeah, this is also another reason why if you have Cyndaquil, it's sort of like the easy mode at the beginning of the game because of all these Bellsprout trainers. I fought hard, but I'm too weak. A flexible pillar protects the tower, even from earthquakes. Yep, that's what I said. Yeah, until night falls, most of what you'll encounter in here is Rattatas. So I'll probably be cutting most of them out. Found a paralysis heal. We stand guard this tower. Here we express our gratitude to show our respect for all Pokemon. Sage Chow. Though we mostly only wield one. Oops, no, not Tackle. I mean, I almost got it with Tackle. Not very effective because it's grass on bird. So yeah, unfortunately bringing Hoodoo in here is kind of like unleashing a chicken in your garden. It's just gonna cause mayhem and destruction. Sorry, sages. Thank you. Thank you for kicking my behind. All living beings coexist through cooperation. We must always be thankful for this. Okay, up we go. I think there's a ball there. Yeah. X accuracy. Increases your accuracy during battle, but it doesn't last. It's not permanent. I sway like the leaves in the wind. You need help with that, buddy? That's not a good thing. Bro's been in here too long, he's got vertigo. Oh, dang it, not again. I need to switch those. It's kind of because I'm mashing the A button to get through it faster. I kind of forget that a DS has some load times between fights and dialogues. Got some of that 2026 gamer impatience, you know? How high can we get Hoot Hoot? For levels before we get out of this tower, you think? I'm gonna say maybe 12 or 13. I tried to copy Bellsprout's gentle movements for battle, but I didn't train well enough. Yeah, interesting too, because of the VTuber avatar, you can tell when I miss dialogue because of where I'm looking. If I'm looking over here at this, it means I'm looking at you guys or chat, or my stream stats. Whereas if I'm looking over here, I'm obviously looking at the screen, so if something goes by and my head's over here, I literally didn't see it. I set this VTuber up this way on purpose. I thought it would be cool if my avatar was like actually looking at the screen. Or looking to where you guys would be. Instead of just like always straight ahead. Actually, straight ahead from you would be right here. Instead of just always looking straight ahead. And it's like the thing I'm reacting to is behind me. I'm not as big of a fan of that, so I wanted to try something a little different. Maybe it won't work. Maybe my avatar will look silly in the process, in which case just tell me and I'll go back to standard. But, you know, just things. I eventually want to rig it a little better too. So, Wade, what? Jump scared by Wade. Oh my gosh. I'd like to rig the avatar a little bit more so things like my shoulders move. Because I'm doing things like shrugging and it doesn't see it, but I know it can. Ren, howdy. It's Wade, how are you? I found all kinds of berries if you want. I'll share some with you. Oh, so we can actually get more berries now. I'll be raiding outside Route 31. Okay, so as long as we pick him up today, he should have them. I do think you have to pick him up within a 24-hour window, though. Or before the time resets at midnight. I trained to find enlightenment in Pokemon. Jin. Getting a little stronger for the Bellsprouts. But not strong enough. You sure made me hurt. I'm not reading it as is. That can be taken wrong. As Pokemon grows stronger, so does the trainer. No, wait. As the trainer grows stronger, so do the Pokemon. Okay. This one, it's gonna cause me to go 2 in a row. The Elder's TM lights even the pitch black darkness. Neil! Why? It's also worth noting, too, that I rigged this VTuber myself, so it's a learning process and actually getting this avatar to move. It's my head that is bright. How shiny is your forehead, sir? You're not bald. I mean, he looks bald in the sprites, but he's not actually bald in the battle animations. Let there be light on your journey. Is that something in the English version only, or is that also Japanese? Let me see how much you trust your Pokemon. Because I know they changed some of the sprites. Troy. When the game was localized, but I only know a few. And even then it was for things like swimsuits. And ankles. Heaven forbid a woman in a G-rated game show her ankles. Oh, yeah, that's right, this one has a Hoot Hoot. Doesn't matter what I attack this one with. It's not going to be weak to anything. I like, too, that as you get lower on power points, it starts to change the color. So you can see it's like yellow. It's going to get progressively more orange and then red as it starts to run out. But we're not going to hit that anytime in this tower. Yes, your trust is real. Get 336 monies. It's not far to the Elder. Did I talk to the other ones? Let's be on your journey. Look who it is! You showed us what you've got, and it is indeed good. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war. Huh, he calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. And yeah, there I am. I guess I haven't technically lectured at him since I'm a silent protagonist, but still. All I care about are strong Pokemon that win every time. The rest of them don't mean anything to me. Silver used an escape rope. The thing that's conveniently in the corner that lets you quickly exit any building or cave. So you don't have to go all the way back down the tower. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. Challenged by Elder Lee. Level 13. Let's learn the move Uproar. Let's see. How does that work in this game? Users attacks in an uproar for 2 to 5 turns. Over that time, no one can fall asleep. Okay, so it prevents sleep for me. Its power is 50 and it's a special type move. So that's actually not too bad. I might replace it with Growl. I'm pretty sure my attack's gonna be higher than my special, but still. It might replace Tackle, depending. See, it could be good here, specifically because Hoot Hoot knows Hypnosis, so if I start an Uproar, he won't be able to use Hypnosis on me. Lowers my attack, but I'm using Special Attack. So I won't be able to change from using this move until Hoot Hoot naturally stops in 2 to 5 turns, but I also can't fall asleep either. So it will probably be Uproar this turn, yep, since I don't have control over it anymore. But it's a critical hit, so it doesn't matter. Ah, excellent. Get 1200 for winning. The way you battle is quite elegant. You should be able to stand up to Falkner, and you should be able to make good use of this. It's a technical machine called Flash. Take it with you. But it's a TM instead of an HM, which I don't think are permanent use. You put TM70 in the TM and HM's pocket. When a Pokemon learns Flash, you can illuminate a cave no matter how dark they may be. You could try it on Bellsprout, for example. The problem with these is I'm pretty sure TMs are still single use in this generation of Pokemon. Are TMs reusable? No, they're not reusable in Pokemon HeartGold. So that's worth keeping in mind, that I could only teach Flash to one Pokemon with this. And then any other Pokemon in the future would have to learn it naturally. All living beings could exist through cooperation. We must always be thankful for this. I kind of forgot to talk to these guys. I know I still forgot to talk to a few more, but that's not a big deal. It's not like you get anything for it. Protects it from earthquakes. Yeah, I did talk to you. And we're out. Yeehaw! Should probably save. Save and restore. Ooh, I should also get my berry. Did I talk to people here? A guy named Bill made the Pokemon PC storage system. You can access the Pokemon storage system using the PC at the reception there. Why not give it a try? Hello, I should be a familiar face to every Pokemon fan. I'm from the TV show Me Show. I'm Primo, the big brother. Today, would you, one of my fans, tell me what you think of me? I guess. I know nothing about you. This probably actually appears on TV eventually. Difficult, dislike, drooling, energetic, enjoyment, happiness, important. I don't think these matter. Satisfied, skillful, strangeness. So this moveset is also how you use the mail. So as you can say, this is how you would also be building letters. Oh my, is that how you feel about me? Never thought of it that way before. By the way, how do you like the way I am so exciting and fun? I think this eventually maybe gives us something in the future. I don't know, maybe I should leave it as is. Oh my gosh, let me out. You couldn't possibly mean that you're not interested in the big brother. Oh, that cannot be true. You're just busy right now, aren't you? That must be it. Why don't you answer my questions when you got time for me? See you. I think this does do something eventually, so I'm just gonna leave it be. I think you get a prize, something akin to mystery gift, by answering his question a specific way. It was about 3 years ago. This group called Team Rocket was involved in wrongdoings. They were abusing Pokemon. But bad things never last. A boy did a wonderful job and Team Rocket was disbanded. He's referring to our adventures in... Sorry, something in my eye. In, Fire Red and Leaf Green. Pokemon are really smart. Traded Pokemon might not listen to you right away. For example, high-level Pokemon sometimes refuse to obey when you don't have enough gym badges. Can you tell me what kind of trainer you like best? Which kind of trainer do you want to be? Okay, so this will determine how we will look in multiplayer mode. I don't remember what any of these sprites look like, though. Talk to me again if you want to know what trainer you find best. So that's entirely for, like, multiplayer, so that way we don't all look entirely the same in these lobby rooms. What do you want your multiplayer sprite to be? So I'm just gonna do this real quick. Talk to you. Good to see you. See, this is what I found. It's for you. Obtained a person berry. So we go to our bag. And we have a person. It may be used or held by a Pokemon to recover from confusion. I mean, I could still... Never mind. I'm kind of debating still getting a Bellsprout just to trade for the Onyx, because then per my own rules, I can't use the Onyx, but I can eventually turn it into a Steelix. Then I can also show off trades. Let's scratch. Let's hope it's not too much. Yeah! I'm allowed to catch him, I'm just not allowed to use him. Even though its body is extremely skinny, it's blindingly fast when it catches its prey. Hence, I'll probably be coming back a lot if I decide to do a Pokédex for the playthrough. Let's heal again. Okay, now we can trade for Onyx. Do you have Bellsprout? Want to trade for my Onyx? Sure. I'm still allowed to level him in the background too. I just can't use him in the actual main LP. Alright, Bellsprout, you're going to Rudy. There you go. Rudy sent over Rocky. Most Pokemon that are sent over are going to be nicknamed. Got myself a Bellsprout, thanks. Now I can become a monk at the temple. How's my old Onyx doing? It's going in a box. I can't keep it. Not until it becomes a Steelix. Technically, it's never going to become a Steelix because I can't trade it specifically. Deposit a Pokemon. Deposit. Are you? Oh, you're holding a Person Berry. I'll let you keep it. I don't know why I'm weirdly sentimental like that to Pokemon at the beginning. But yeah, there we go. Now I can technically give my excuse, if once I find a Middle Coat, that I can glitch myself in a Steelix. That's part of the reason, too, why I'm playing this the way I am. I technically have the ability to record directly off a 3DS, and I have the physical cartridge of this game, but in order to do some of these particular types of maneuvers to get around the fact that the GTS is very dead, I need to be playing on a different kind of hardware. Also worth noting, I fixed the line glitches. They drove me so nuts, I did some encoding. Bonjour, you're a trainer? Battle gym leader, Win you did. No. I haven't battled him yet. Is that so? Then study, shall you? Follow me. Oh no, I'm getting dragged to school. Technically he's dancing the whole way. Here, teacher I am. Good it is you study here. Oh. I returned the teacher. You returned your lost teacher. Earl I am. Wonderful, our Pokemon, yes? Teach you I will be to be a better trainer. What do you want to know? Want to be a winner as you? Good, teach you I will. In battle, Pokemon tee up on list the walking one, jump out first. Change order and list, make battle easier maybe. More from me you want to hear? So you want to know how to raise Pokemon well? Fine, teach you I will. If Pokemon come out in battle, even briefly, some experience points it gets. That's the little trick I taught you. Keep out weak Pokemon. Switch in battle quick. That way weak Pokemon very strong become. More from me you want to hear? So you want to know how to battle well. Pokemon have goods and bads because many types. High-level Pokemon not win always if bad types. Pokemon with good types for foe you choose. Basically the rock, paper, scissors of, you know, fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire, that kind of thing. For the foe you choose, smart battle it is. Anyway, teacher's back. I've returned him. There's a Pokemon art here. You cannot have your Pokemon out walking with you in some places. Places like buildings, caves, and where there are huge crowds. But all you have to do is put it in a Pokeball. It freaks the game out otherwise. She uses the names of all the foods she really enjoys eating for the nickname she gives to her Pokemon, I mean. Strawberry the Pidgey. I mean, why not? It's cute. I call me Pidgey Strawberry. I see that. We can go out this way, but we can't actually get anything. There might be some Pokemon. I don't think they appear here yet, though. Plants are also living things. They would want to move around from time to time. Not the way you're thinking. I know what he's alluding to, but also no. Lately, I don't see people coming from Goldenrod City. It's like there's something preventing our tourism. North to Ecruteak City. An odd tree is blocking the way to Ecruteak City. It's preventing me from shopping. Something should be done about it. Go around. Yo. Haven't you had trouble with a boulder blocking your way? Of course you have. For people like you, there's an HM that will come to your rescue. Obtained HM6. Okay, so there's reason to come out here. You put HM6 in the HM pocket. It contains a Make 'em Faint Rock Smash. You can even use it to smash boulders once you've earned the Violet City Gym badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard for your Pokemon to forget once they've learned them. Okay, so hidden moves, unlike technical moves, you can teach them an infinite number of times to any Pokemon. However, once a Pokemon has learned it, it's not easily forgotten. That sucker is gonna, like, be stuck to your Pokemon for a good long while. So I highly recommend being careful with those. Sorry, my VTuber's freaking out. My phone's getting low battery. So once your Pokemon, hard for Pokemon to forget once they've learned them. You should think careful which Pokemon should learn it. Also, there's this thing. This tree's oddly dancy. I wonder if there's something up with it. Anyway, Ruins of Alph, north entrance. So that's all. Ooh, I could do that. I might want to do something else first. That might be part of the next episode. Or maybe the After Dark part. There's some stuff I kind of want to get to. Alright, Hoot Hoot back out front. That's because I only have so much time. You champ of the making. I'm no trainer, but I can give you some advice. Believe me. If you believe, then a championship dream can come true. You believe, then listen. The grass type is weak against the flying type. Keep this in mind. Okay, the statues say a rival's name, similar to like they did before Violet City Pokemon Gym. Nope, they don't. It's not like when Blue was constantly ahead of us. So we have two paths here. This one's glass, so we can go straight ahead and get some extra experience, or we can go across the glass and skip fights. I'm going across the dang glass. Not the glass, the wood. I'm causing problems on purpose. I can't believe how ridiculously high this is, but from up here, you can tell what it feels like to be a bird Pokemon. Let me see if you're good enough to face Falkner. So this is actually new. It used to just be a flat surface in the Game Boy version. But they put us up in the rafters for the aesthetics. Which I think is kind of cool. Okay, 2 pecks should do it. Birdkeeper Ape is down. It can't be true. I'm probably gonna also heal before I take on Falkner, just in case. Ho ho! Use some kind of bake shot? We'll see what happens if you're pushed around up here. Think you'll stagger and fall? That's a threat. People here are training night and day to become bird Pokemon masters. Bring it on. Dude really was like, what if I pushed you from this lethal height? So the thing with Onix too, the reason why I gave that to you and also simultaneously gave us Rock Smash is so that you have a Rock-type Pokemon and a Rock-type move to use against bird Pokemon, which are going to be super effective. Now, Onix probably won't listen past level 10, but it is to help teach with typing. Oh, we're so close. Thankfully, I should be high enough level to be able to do this. But it's still gonna be maybe a little close. It depends. 224. It depends on how strong his Pokemon is compared to previous versions of the game. I may also heal, because I'm a coward. Ooh, it's getting darker every time. The lights came on, didn't they? Yeah, they did! The little street lamps came on. That's kind of a cool part about doing this in the afternoon. You get to see it change with me. I'd really like to do like one of these a day if possible. Especially since I'm only recording at like an hour at a time. Okay, let's save. Just in case. Obviously you can see I played more than that because of my grinding sessions. Gotta keep a really close eye on my camera because my battery is getting low. My VTuber is gonna freeze at like any moment. Until I tap it to say, go away, I still want to use the program. Alright, think we can do it with just Hoothoot? I'm Falkner, the Violet City Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying type Pokemon's wings with the jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. It's not an insult, it's just their type disadvantage. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. You know, ironically he gives us this lecture, but we can't get electric types at this point in the game. Oh, see, there goes my avatar. Boop! I'm back. You've only got 20% power remaining, because my phone's battery is dying. Literally. Not just like, oh, it's low power and I didn't charge it. No, my phone battery drains excessively fast now. Especially if I'm running a program like VTuber on it. Okay, Pidgey down. The wind is finally with us. No, it's not. We're in a building. Unless you've got fans in here. I could Hypnosis it, but Hypnosis doesn't have a great hit ratio. Ooh, Pidgeotto hits hard too. Oh, that's not good. I forgot I could roost. I'm gonna surprise this sucker. I'm gonna nab it with poison. I'm gonna try to anyway. Okay, that's move number 2. I could potentially growl and do other moves, but I'm afraid that it's gonna kill me the moment it wakes up. That's 3. Obviously, poison powder is not gonna hit until it wakes up, but yeah, see, like that. It's probably gonna go first because, ouch. It's higher level than me. Yeah, have some damage over time. Oh, it's Gust 2 is special. It's a special type move, so it's not gonna. I don't think Roost heals status ailments. If it does, I'm in big trouble, and it really makes me question why they would give a move like that so early in the game. Goodbye, Chikorita. Should probably just go with Hoot Hoot. Even though there's not a whole lot. Oh, please don't heal poison. Please don't heal poison. Okay, good. I think it can only use that so many times, too. I don't like how much damage it can do. I really wish they did not give it, Roost. We can still fly. Yeah, you sure can, buddy. Oh, not that. Let's heal. Yeah, I really wish they didn't give it Roost this early in the game. I don't know what the devs were thinking with that one. I think I can only use it about 10 times. But otherwise, because of Roost, it practically wants you to suplex this thing in like 1 or 2 moves, and that's just not happening at this stage in the game without very specific Pokemon. Pokemon you're very likely to not have, depending on your starter. Now, if I had Totodile or Cyndaquil, I might have the power to do this, especially if I exclusively use Cyndaquil to take out everything up to this point. But I haven't. Not that I even have Cyndaquil to begin with. So if you have a more balanced team like this, you get stuck in this loop. See, even right now, do I want to risk it with Peck, or is he gonna take me out? See? I mean, use up that PP, get it out of here. Although I'm gonna start running low too. I'm gonna have to switch to Tackle. Because it also has other moves that it could use on me, like Gust. Whereas I can only safely use Peck and Tackle. We're at this standoff again. But it could also really easily wipe me out. I have to get lucky and hope it's out of those, or that it just doesn't use it. Thank you! Oh my gosh. I understand. I'll bow out gracefully. Get 1560 for points. Yeah, also worth noting is that my phone is older, so that's why the battery runs so low. It's fully charged when I start these, and it doesn't last even when I turn the brightness all the way down. For pity's sake, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon, but a defeat is a defeat. Alright, take this official Pokemon League badge. This one is the Zephyr Badge. And unfortunately it says the charging port's on the bottom, and the camera needs to be on top so it sees me. I can't have it plugged in at the same time, not until I get like something to hold it. With that badge, Pokemon including traded Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you without question. It also enables you to use the hidden move Rock Smash anytime outside of battle. So now we can break through those rocks. We couldn't use it before until we got this badge. Put the TM51 in the TMs and HMs pocket. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can be used only once. TM51 contains Roost. It restores half the max HP. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. Make good use of them. As for your next move, I would suggest Azalea Town. I'm going to train harder to become the greatest bird keeper of all. And there we go. We have the badge, which we should be able to see. Yeah, there we go. Can see it rotating. 1 of 8. Nice battle. Keep it up and you'll be the champ in no time at all. Or will I? Yes, Professor? Hello, Bren, we've discovered something. The details are, well, I can't really say anything, but we want you to carry that egg. My assistant is at the Pokemart in Violet City. Could you go meet him and pick up that egg? It's like a reverse grocery run. Wait, didn't he even say he was at the Pokemon Center? Maybe he was at the mart. Maybe I'm dumb. When all else fails, just do in real life. Call him back. He's at the Pokemart. Okay. I think it's true for mystery gifts as well. I think there's like an assistant that's going to be at a mart that gives them, if I recall correctly. Maybe I'm recalling incorrectly. Unreliable narrator. Long time no see. I've been waiting for you. This is from Professor Elm. The thing is, we'd like you to take care of this egg. You received the egg from the assistant. After you left, Professor Elm received a phone call. I have no idea what they were talking about. But after a while, Professor Elm suddenly cried out, I can't think of anyone more suited than Bren. Then he insisted I handed this egg off to you. That's how I came here to deliver the egg. It seems that a Pokemon will hatch from it only when you keep it in your party of Pokemon. It hatches how many steps you take. That's another reason we've chosen you. Please take care of it. Okay. So, we have the... Oh my, that egg must be... I see, so it was handed from Mr. Pokemon to Professor Elm, then Professor Elm to you. Now I get it. That egg is truly important. Please take good care of it for me. For you. Is that understood? I'm counting on you. Alright, this is where I'm going to take a break, and I will meet you back at nighttime. Okay, so it's officially nighttime, and we are back. So let us continue on a little bit. I should be able to get a Spinnerack if I go back out on a previous route, and I might go a little ways into an upcoming route, maybe not all the way through it, because there is also another Pokemon I'd like to get that appears exclusively at night, so I'm probably going to wander around in here until I find it. Okay, there we go. Spinnerack. This might be a tad challenging, though, because I can't do my normal setup, and everything is going to knock this sucker out, so I might just need to toss a ball and cross my fingers. Okay, that went better than I hoped. Spinnerack's data newly added to Pokédex. It lies still in the same pose for days in its web, waiting for its unsuspecting prey to wander close, so it's an ambush spider. More like an orb weaver. They don't tend to leave their nests. They pick a spot, they weave a web, and then they just sit. Okay, that is it for everything here. Oh, I also forgot to show off the egg, because I got interrupted. So here we go, the egg is in our party. A mysterious Pokemon egg received from Mr. Pokemon. The egg watch. It appears to move it occasionally and may be close to hatching. So now we are in a generation of Pokemon where we start getting eggs, and the egg will update its status the closer it gets to hatching, and it hatches based off of how many steps you take in the game. So if you're really impatient, you can just completely run around town and this thing will hatch. Oops, sorry. It's kind of a loud noise, isn't it? Timid nature for Spinarak. That means it has bad attack and good speed. I don't like that, actually. Seeing as these, yeah, are physical. I might get a different Spinarak off screen. We'll see. Not that I really intend to have Ariados in my party at all. But there are a few more Pokemon further down. I could potentially also do the first puzzle next door here. I'm high enough level to do it. There are drawings on stone panels. I tried moving them. I wonder what they are. You're studying the ruins? I see a scientist in the making. A fellow geologist. The ruins of Alph. A look and touch tourist site. That's fair. Try sliding the stone panels. It's not like they're thousands of years old and very delicate or anything. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. It's not like it's going to be structurally unsound or something. Ruins of Alph. What'd that say? Feel free to explore the ruins and become a fossil professor. Typically do not touch anything in these places. They're very fragile. Ruins Research Center. There are odd patterns drawn on the walls of the ruins. They must be the keys for unraveling the mysteries of these ruins. These ruins are about 1,500 years old. That's all we know about them. But it's not known why they were built, or by whom. I guess it's people from 1,500 years ago. Bravo! A promising youth who's about to start the journey of archaeology has just arrived. I guess it's also archaeology. I said geology because I was thinking of rocks, but also, yeah, archaeology too. So excited he did a spin. What? Just a visitor? Oh, I see. You got me excited for nothing. No, I'm actually interested in it. Ruins of Alph. Exploration, year 10. Anything else around here I can interact with? Chock full of Pokemon books and photo collections. Many academic books. Mysteries of the Ancients. I'm actually curious about that. Probably something we won't find out until, like, way later, if ever. Code-breaking guidebook. Weathering Ruins. Actually, some of those would come in handy for this particular type of area. But there's actually multiple zones we can go into at the moment. Some we can't reach yet, since we'll have to come back later when we have the abilities to reach them. But some are accessible now. This is a mysterious hall. Please watch your step. So Ruins of Alph. We can see some writing patterns on the sides there. So at the moment, there won't be anything in here except people. This place has a mysterious quality to it, or a historic quality, or an eerie quality, or an ancient quality, or a solemn quality, or a frosty quality. In essence, it feels sort of ethereal. Very specific, thank you. This is a big room, but there's nothing here. Yeah, I think these people won't be here if I don't explore here first. So it's mostly just a whole bunch of weird statue rooms and a couple tourists. But I might as well explore. The ruins have not been robbed, nor tampered with, no graffiti either. Things are well preserved. Something here must make people feel they should preserve it. Or just not a lot of people know about it. Replica of an ancient Pokemon. Even though it looks exactly like Rhyhorn. Oh yes, and I charged my camera between takes, so. Here's hoping everything behaves. Okay, anything here? Don't think so. These all just say the same thing. I kind of wish they changed the statues. From just the really default, basic Pokemon ones from the old sprites, but whatever. As you can see, like, this one has a closed entrance and we can only reach it from the water. That's like a hint to some of the stuff that we'll eventually need to do. It's like this one's closed. Only this one is really open, I think. Oh no, that one I have to go through. Ruins of Alph. Visitors who are interested in archaeology are welcome. This has some stuff. Note that if you break some of these rocks, sometimes Pokemon will be inside. So I can go in here. This one I come through like this. They implemented some 3D. That wasn't originally here. Welcome to this chamber. We are reconstructing ancient Pokemon stone panels. You can rotate stone panel pieces by touching them for a short time. If you touch a piece and then slide it, you can move it around. We think we should be able to put them back where they were. I think there is also a thing back here. Escape. So there's actually 2 puzzles in this room. There is this one, which is written out in these specific characters. I can read them because I grew up in this era. It is in English, so you can easily translate it. This one specifically wants you to use an escape rope. There is one that is the puzzle challenge below, and then there's this one. So while standing here, let's use the escape rope. That opens up this. Okay, she doesn't say anything for that. So these, I don't think were added until Crystal, if I remember correctly. Ruins of Alph. But there are prizes behind. So there's an Oran Berry. That's HP recovery. A Pecha Berry. I want to say poison recovery. An energy powder. That is like a potion, but bitter, so Pokemon don't like it. And heal powder. Put in the medicine pocket. Oh, it didn't actually use my escape rope. Interesting. Heal powder. A very bitter medicine powder. It heals all the Pokemon status ailments. Okay, so it's a full heal. So it heals all ailments at the same time, including if you have multiple on you at the same time, so like confusion and poison, for example. A very bitter medicine power. It restores the HP of one Pokemon by 50 points. So if it says bitter, these medicines are typically cheaper to obtain, but they decrease your Pokemon's friendship stat when you use them. So if there's a Pokemon that uses moves that require high friendship or evolve with high friendship, you want to avoid these medicines. There are certain games where they won't matter as much, such as Pokemon Coliseum, because the friendship stat is not used. So they're great for that, but they are not good for here. TMs and HMs. Yeah, there we go. Oran Berry. It may be used or held by a Pokemon to heal the user by just 10 HP, so not very much, but better than nothing. Pecha Berry. Used or held by a Pokemon to recover from poison. You can use it as an item, but berries in particular can also be held by Pokemon. I don't think I explained that super well before. A Pokemon can hold it in battle, and then it uses it automatically whenever that time is necessary. Worth noting that anytime a Pokemon is holding an item, it also boosts the rate at which it gains a friendship stat. So if a Pokemon is one that evolves through friendship, of which we will encounter several, hopefully very soon, you will want it holding something at all times. It does not matter what it is. There is an item later in the game that increases that even faster, but we don't have access to it yet. Okay. Our clan engraved words in this place. Our clan engraved words in this place. And then you jump back down and you're back in here again. Although there's still nothing too exciting in here yet. That'll change momentarily. Oops. Helps if I go through the right door, don't it? Yeah, they had an event in Pokemon Go relatively recently too, which allowed me to get all of the unknowns, all 28 forms of them. I wonder how many are in this one. 26 or 28? Because there's one for every letter, plus 2 exclamation points. A question mark and an exclamation. So let's head back in here. And then there is a totally different puzzle. This Pokemon hides on the seafloor and watches the shore with eyes on its back. So this is an ancient Pokemon, giving you a hint to what it is, and it wants you to solve the puzzle. This is actually slightly different from how it was in Gold and Crystal, but basically you just want to complete the picture. These rotate. I don't think they rotated in the original. So just drop and drag where you think they will go. This one is really easy. It's a Kabuto. Just tap again to get the pieces to rotate. And back down we go. Did you just come down from above? So, you must have solved the stone panel puzzle. That's wonderful. It's a toddler couldn't solve it, but somehow we couldn't. You seem to have a talent with archaeology. I will give you this unknown report. Spelled wrong because it's not an unknown variable, it's the name of something. It records unknown as you capture them. I'm sure it'll come in handy. You obtain the unknown report. You put it in the key items pocket. There's a strange presence here. Now suddenly there's Pokemon. It is the unknown. You can now catch them here, and depending on which puzzles you've solved, will determine which ones show up. So this is B. An unknown only know one move, which is Hidden Power. However, it is different every time. I do not remember if it is different based off of their natures or based off of the letters themselves. Especially since other Pokemon can use Hidden Power, I'm guessing it's natures? I'll have to look it back up. Gotcha, unknown was caught. This data was added to the Pokedex. How fitting that it could be for Bryn. Their shape looks like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It's said that the two are somehow related. If you've seen the third Pokemon movie, you know that they actually are little hieroglyph tablets. And they cross dimensions that way. Oh, because it's in my party. So this is what happens when a Pokemon in your party is poisoned. They gradually lose HP and it causes that screen effect. I'm not really worried about it. There's Jay. Each one of these behaves a little differently too. They do have a tendency to run off. Eventually, I'll probably want to collect one of every alphabet. Although I'm not going to spend too much time collecting them all right now because, one, they're not fantastic fighters. Two, they only learn Hidden Power. Their stats are kind of abysmal, actually. They are psychic types, though. Give a nickname to Unknown, who is Jay. No, I'm good. Please, no comments about the order of the unknowns that just appeared for my collection. A. Darn it, I missed. Ooh, yeah, see? Hidden Power that time was super effective. I'd really like to get poisoned before it hits. Before it knocks me out. Really? Come on, Chikorita. This is totally gonna... Are you kidding me? Bruh. Well. It's not like it has any sort of increased evasiveness. Yeah, I might end up naming them like the letters that they are and then combined with whatever their hidden power is. So like fire, grass, water, etc. In case I ever need to use them. Probably not. I sincerely doubt that. Anyway, this is letter A. I don't think I get anything right away for it. Unknown survived the poisoning. The poisoning faded away. Oh, it doesn't kill you anymore. It gets you down to 1 HP and then it goes away. Oh, it's generous. I wonder if they didn't want to code that. Is it generosity? Or is it spaghetti code? One may never know. The strange Pokemon you saw in the ruins, they appear to be very much like the drawing on the walls there. That must mean there are many different kinds of them. Wow, did you catch an unknown? That's wonderful. Come to think of it, how come we've suddenly started to see unknown? Because I solved the puzzle. My staff here at the Ruins Research Center is excellent, and the research makes good progress with absolutely no effort on my part. If you have any questions, feel free to talk with my staff. Okay, so our Pokedex should have, I'm assuming, an unknown? Maybe not. Maybe I have to catch so many before I get the unknown dex. Because eventually there should be an unknown dex. Let's also check on the lady that was in here. See if she says anything different. You reconstructed the stone panel? That's great! We have an archaeology genius here! Again, it's a puzzle for children, madam. Literally. The question is what triggers them more than anything. Why couldn't you solve it? What do you actually do here? B, why did that trigger them? I'm very curious. Did you see the strange tree in the road? That may explain why fewer people are visiting the ruins of Alph. This is the ruins of Alph, the ancient tradition made of stones. Don't you wonder why something like was made by... Ah, I can't read. An ancient tradition made of stones. Don't you wonder who made something like this and why? I mean, people probably lived here. It's usually the basis of explanation. Oh, I'm used to there being a patch of grass up here. That used to be a good spot for fire Pokemon. Growlithe would appear there. You could get one relatively early. That must have been Crystal exclusive, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna heal Chikorita first. And all these Pokemon are Johto Pokemon too, so I'm allowed to have them. The only missing slot, I do believe, is Egg. Chikorita's feeling better, so you get to take Chikorita with you. There we go, because it changed around my party. It has to technically reload that. Yeah, how is the egg? Sounds can be heard from the inside. It will hatch soon. Yeah, it's another good reason for running around. I don't want to accidentally have this hatch off screen. I probably don't need to grind in between these episodes, so I most likely won't. So if we go down in here, there's another Pokemon I want to get. I'm guessing it's probably gonna really only appear in one patch of grass. I'll probably have to fight people. What's up? What's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you have around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of grass-type moves. Oh, that's good, actually. Obtain the Miracle Seed. Typically, if this guy was here, I don't think he would let you pass until you had the gym badge. Put the Miracle Seed in the items pocket. Not for long. I think he gives you the item based on the first Pokemon you started with. So, give... Miracle Seed, an item to be held by a Pokemon. It's imbued with the power of life that ups the power of grass-type moves. It also is not a usable item, so it will last forever, unless you accidentally discard it. Haven't seen you around before, so you think you're pretty tough? One way to find out. Youngster Albert. Everybody still just has Rattatas. It feels so weird fighting level 6 Pokemon after what Falkner put me through. Like, I know he's a gym leader, but youch, having Roost that early in the game was not a good idea. Zubat. Flying type Pokemon and poison. So Chikorita is at a disadvantage. I might want to switch, depending on what Leech Life does to me. It's a bug type move, so it didn't hurt too bad. Oh, now I want to switch. Supersonic causes confusion, but confusion can be cured by swapping Pokemon. Yeah, bug don't do anything to bird. You get nothing. Because my solo experience, I get nothing either. I'm gonna try to be the best with my prized Pokemon. I'm not used to this using the same tough Pokemon as everyone else. Okay, but seriously, I want whatever's in here. Where is he? Uh-huh, yeah, and you know, pardon? Pokemon battle? I'm on the phone. Alright, I'll accept your challenge. But this person we actually did bother. Picnicker Liz. And her Nidoran. I'm torn on this one. Razor Leaf doesn't do much. But I'm worried about Poison Point. If it has it. I could get poisoned if I physically charge into this Pokemon. Oh, it didn't do much more either. Yeah, that Miracle Seed is making up for my damage deficit, even if moves aren't very effective. Because Poison Point goes off depending on whether a move contacts a Pokemon or not. Use Synthesis. Oh, do I want Synthesis? Yeah, I'll take it over Growl. Synthesis restores HP to the Pokemon while it's on the field. And it restores even more if it's sunny out. Before I could get serious, I lost. Oh, you're on a big journey to see the sights? Neat. We're friends. Can we have your phone number? I want to see and hear everything you've seen. No, thank you. I'm on a basis for people that only can assist me on my journey. You won't be my friend? Sorry, Liz. My phone is very VIP. Gotta repel. That makes it so you won't encounter Pokemon below your current Pokemon's level while running around. I can't go that way yet. There's a tree. There you are. Let's see if I can get him. This is Wooper. Water and ground. At least he eventually becomes ground. I don't know if he's ground yet. Mudsport weakens electricity's power, which I don't think can even hit him anyways, so, probably get him now. I never want to overdo it. Yeah, let's see. Morning, day, night. Ooper's data was added to the Pokedex. There should be 2 more Pokemon that I can get right now. This Pokemon lives in cold water. It will leave the water to search for food when it gets cold outside. Yeah, there should be 2 more Pokemon on this route that I can get. So this is probably going to be my water Pokemon for a while. Say hello. He's going to be part of the party. There are a few more. That glance, it's intriguing. Although this is going to be one of those places I split the playthrough in 2 again, because there's another Pokemon I can only get in the morning. Ow. Probably should be more worried too about Poison Point. Even though it's not very effective. Oh my gosh. How much does Synthesis do in the dark? Oh, it's still pretty good. Let's take a free potion. Bet it has type advantage on me. Oh, this is disappointing. Let's grab whatever's in here, and ooh, it's a Great Ball. This has a slightly better catch rate than a Pokeball. Now, while I'm here, I should probably look at, oh, I can't see the Wooper I caught. I was gonna look at its stats. See if that's the Wooper I actually want to keep. Because if it has like a really bad personality fit, I might swap them out. But I can't see it yet. Also, here's the next one, Mareep. This will probably also be added to my party. Because Mareep is a very good Pokemon early on. Also, it's just very cute. Restore HP, since Electric can't really do too much to me right now. I probably could get staticked from its wool, though. So, there is potential for paralysis. Here we go, Mareep was caught. Data added to Pokedex. If static electricity builds in its body, its fleece doubles in volume. Touching it will shock you. The electric type Pokemon. Found TM9 Bullet Seed. That is a grass type move that hits for multiple times in a row. I found some good Pokemon in the grass. I think they'll do it for me. Sends out Wooper. Hopefully it'll do it for me too. Since I intend for it to be part of the team. Like I said, if not, I can always catch another one off stream. shucks, I thought I could win. Each Pokemon has its own nature. They seem different every time I catch one, so there must be many natures. There are. Would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? For you right now, for just 1 million yen. You'll want this. Heck no? You don't want it? Then scram, shoo. Yeah, that, is a hint to what's coming up. Yahoo! It's Friday! I'm Frida of Friday. Nice to meet you. Here's a poison barb for you. Oh, that's right. There's people on various days of the week that will show up on the map to give you things. You put the poison barb in the item pocket. Give it to a Pokemon that has poison-type moves. Oh, it's wicked. You'll be shocked how good it makes poison-type moves. So this is very similar to the Miracle Seed in that it raises Pokemon-type stats? Poison-type stats for moves. So let's heal everybody up. I might also change my party around. So I'm at least carrying some of the Pokemon that I want. What should I make my Pokemon hold? Maybe an item that increases attack power. That's what I'm doing. This area is great for fishing. Look at all these people fishing. Do you feel like you want to try fishing too? Would you like one of my rods? Yes, please. You obtained the old rod. It can only catch Magikarp, really. When you want to go fishing, face the water and use the rod first, then concentrate and look closely at the water. An exclamation point appears when a Pokemon has taken a bite. Press A to quickly pull back on the line. You'll see what happens next. If there's water, be it the sea or a stream, try out your rod. So now we can officially go fishing. I can show it off, but as I said, it'll only catch Magikarp, so probably not going to keep it. Bonjour, how are you? Are you picking apricorns? Yes, I am. Way to go, little apricorn collector. I feel great, so I want you to have this. Obtain the lure balls, so those are better for catching Pokemon while fishing. This Pokeball makes it easy to catch Pokemon that appear when you go fishing. Actually, this is made from apricorns. Consider these 2 small gifts from me. If you want more, go to the Azalea Town. A man called Kurt can make special balls out of apricorns. Apricorns rule! Yeah, so all the apricorn balls will have some sort of special ability to them. Lure balls, I think, are made from blue apricorns, and they're always better for catching Pokemon when fishing. Well, not always better. There's balls that are going to be better. Oop, I'm in deposit mode. Which could work. But I always like to do move Pokemon, because I'm lazy. Just do everything at once, make it easy. Let's put you in the party. And let's take you out of the party. Alright, let's look at your stats. See what you both have. Wooper, hardy nature. He's well-rounded. I don't see any colors, so that means he does not have any increase or decrease for stats, so I guess he's a keeper. If they're well-rounded, I'm pretty much always gonna keep them. Water Absorb. Restores HP if hit by a water-type move. Ooh. That's potentially good. And Mareep. Good attack, bad speed. I'm mixed. I'll probably keep it, but I'm mixed. Static. Contact with this Pokemon may cause paralysis. I was right about that. Can I talk to you? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I'll probably also be raising those Pokemon up to 10 in my own time as well. That badge, it's from Violet City. You beat Falkner? I sure did. Although I think this person has birds, which is bad for me. I'd really like Chicory to evolve. I need that stat boost. This is where it would be really good to have Mareep, but not ready yet. Oh no. I'll probably switch. Do you mind? Like I said, I'm not going to be neurotic about natures and stuff. It's only if something is, like, really contradictory to what a Pokemon needs. So if a Pokemon relies, like, exclusively on attack or special attack, and it can't do those, yeah, that's a definite switch for me. Hoothoot should learn Confusion eventually here, too. I know what my weaknesses are. Me. I should train again at the gym in Violet City. Because there is one more Pokemon I wanted to get, but I doubted it'll appear. I'm really good at fishing, but I'm even better at Pokemon. It's not a big deal if I don't find this Pokemon, since I can't use it for a while anyways. But it would have been nice. Ooh, good experience. You love to see it. I tried to rush things. I did too, and it worked out in my favor. Don't young people fish anymore? I can teach you how to fish well if you're willing to exchange phone numbers with me. No thanks. Oh, my own kind won't even give me their phone numbers. I guess that's just how young people are these days. Whoa, you made me lose that fish. Yeah, I am sneaking up on these guys. I am being rude. Challenged by Fisherman Dustin and his Magikarps. Which that's probably all he has is Magikarps. Looking at this 21 experience because Magikarp don't give beans for experience. And all they can do is splash, a move that literally does nothing. Eventually they learn Tackle at, like, level 15. Which this one surprisingly is. And sploosh. Let me check something. What route am I on? 32. I'm just keeping my eyes peeled for certain things I want to do. That's all. Calm, collected. The essence of fishing in Pokemon is the same. My Pokemon freshly caught, which means they're not very good because there are secret stats when you raise Pokemon yourself versus catching them in the wild. So any Pokemon you raise is going to be slightly boosted compared to what's in the wild. And I'm asleep, dang it. Wake up, Chikorita! I believe in you! Oh, dang it. Why? I mean, at least all it knows is bubble, but still. Poliwag's speed is higher than mine, so keeps getting hypnosis off on me, which is a good strategy. So far, the AI for HeartGold, SoulSilver battles have been pretty good. Splash? Question mark? Like, a lot of NPCs actually know what they're doing. Freshly caught Pokemon are no match for properly raised ones. They literally are not. As I explained. As a Bellsprout, I need Bellsprout. I'm looking for something else. Go away, Bellsprout. Yeah, okay, I can show off the rod. I might as well. It's in here somewhere. Okay, so do that. Press A when you see the exclamation, and you get Pokemon. Oh, maybe it doesn't only reel up Magikarp anymore. Maybe that was the old rules. Still, it is Gen 1, so it cannot be with us. Alright, I'm gonna run around a little bit, see if I can find that thing I'm looking for. Found it! But Branahu Clamor, that is a Gen 1 Pokemon. Yes, yes it is. But per my rules, while I cannot use it in battle until it is a Gen 2 Pokemon, it does eventually become a Gen 2 Pokemon. And since it evolves through friendship, I'll need to run around with it in order for it to become my friend. As its third evolution can be beneficial later. It's not super great in its Gen 1 forms, but its Gen 2 form is a pretty mid-tier Pokemon. Zubat was caught. While flying, it constantly emits ultrasonic waves from its mouth to check its surroundings. Poison and flying Pokemon. Okay, that's just about everything that I wanted to do here. The only other Pokemon that I can get, I cannot get until sun rises. So with that, really quickly, I might do one more thing. And it's gonna be a fade cut in order to get there. I want to hatch this egg. So I'm gonna run back and forth a lot and see if I can get this sucker to hatch. Okay, when you see this little message pop up while you're running, it means that your egg is hatching. Honestly, that took me less than 5 minutes. We get Togepi hatched from the egg. Now you wonder why this, I'm assuming my character's looking at it, this little dude's sitting here. Would you like to nickname the Togepi? No. How did you know? Oops, not bag. No, I meant to answer the phone. No, Professor Rob, I'm sorry! Oh my gosh, did I actually... I didn't save, so we're gonna have to... There we go. But it's great news! A Pokemon hatched from the egg! How did you know? I knew that giving that egg to you was the right thing to do. I just knew it. You should come here and show me what kind of Pokemon it is. Do I want to go all the way back? I mean, I can edit it, so... Yeah. Road trip. Okay, we're back. Bren, I thought the egg hatched. Where's the Pokemon? I'd love to take a look at the Pokemon that hatched from the egg, Bren. Wait. It's in my party. There we go. I guess it has to be literally out and about. What? That Pokemon? As far as I know, there's not a Pokemon like this in Johto, and yet it's exclusive to Johto. Just like Mr. Pokemon was saying over the phone, the legendary Pokemon could be... Oh, never mind. Anyway, I'm sure things will be happening around you. You're making me all excited. I'll give you a present for that. Please take it. Get the Everstone. This prevents Pokemon from evolving. That's an Everstone. A Pokemon changes its shape as it evolves, but if it's holding an Everstone, you can prevent it from evolving. If you like the way a Pokemon is now, have it hold the Everstone. Good luck with your journey. Oh, and one more thing, don't forget about my research. Yeah. So, an Everstone can prevent a Pokemon from evolving. I probably won't use it unless there is like a specific move I really want to get, and I need to remind myself of that. But more than likely, it'll be for Pokemon that turn into Johto forms, but even then I likely won't use it. Very, very rarely use an Everstone. If you want to stop a Pokemon from evolving, you can just hold B while it's evolving. And that will accomplish the exact same goal. And now, I get to run all the way back! Alright, one long haul later and I'm back. I should probably put a disclaimer there. You don't have to return to Professor Elm immediately. You can do so much later in the game, although I do think he's mildly disappointed in you. You don't really lose out on anything by doing so. I don't think so. It's probably better to do that than I'm just insane. So, for now, this is probably where I'm going to call it. I am going to work on getting Wooper and Mareep up to level 10. Chikorita's like one level away from evolving, I think. So we will, I will avoid leveling Chikorita until it is time for the next video, but I should get these two up to level 10 minimum if I intend to actually use them. I don't know if I'm going to keep Togepi in the party or not. Togetic is kind of a wild card for its usefulness. What even is your stats? Ooh. You have bad special attack and good special defense. I'm pretty sure Togetic is something that you want good special with. So if I ever wanted a Togepi, I'd probably have to evolve this one and then breed another one. Ugh. Bad luck. So I might even run around with Zubat in my party just to earn the friendship. Like I said, I won't actually use it in any of the content. I can level it in my own time, but I can't use it in any of the content until it becomes its 3rd tier Gen 2 form. So that might be what I decide to do. So for now, I'll get those all raised up, and then in the next episode, I will be heading into Union Cave and heading towards Azalea Town. So this has been double the episode length. I probably could have actually made this into 2 separate episodes, but oh well. I kind of wanted to do them by town, so this was supposed to be Azalea's, and then it got out of control. So we'll go from there. It is what it is. So thank you so much to everyone who has joined. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more chaotic Pokemon HeartGold. And I hope to see you all in future streams and videos. Bye-bye.